plays games with Jay.
There are two victims this time, Ibuki Miyoda and Hiyoko Sayonji. Ibuki Miyoda's cause of death was a crushed windpipe as a result of choking. There are no other external injuries. Hiyoko Sayonji's cause of death was blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp-edged tool. It appears her death was instant. What the? Is this it? I already knew the cause of death from the beginning, so this isn't going to be a useful clue. Okay. It's strange. Why did the killer kill two people? Huh? I mean, the more people you kill, the more clues you'll leave, right? So, I don't think it's really necessary to kill two people and take that kind of risk.
I agree with that.
Or was there a reason that they had to kill two people?
A reason for killing two people?
Regardless, something like this shouldn't be forgiven, so I would definitely find the truth behind this case. That's what I think.
Seriously, I'd really prefer she had a more confident sounding catchphrase.
Okay. It's not letting us look at the bodies? Interesting. The shattered remains of a machine are spread all over the floor.
This appears to be the surveillance camera unit.
Kazuichi put in the music venue for communication purposes. Why is he destroyed like this?
Perhaps criminal psychology is at play here?
What do you mean?
Even if they know they are not being recorded, there is no way the killer would tolerate committing a murder in front of a camera.
So that's why they destroyed the camera. Seems plausible enough.
They'd hesitate to murder someone in front of a camera, and that's why the killer destroyed this? Then what was that thing I saw? Okay. So we'll just talk to everybody.
It has happened once again. Two of my cherished friends died at the same time. I cannot believe it. This is the place where Ibuki sang for Fuyuhiko. Hiyoko looked like she was having so much fun listening to her music. And now those two are no longer here. Ah, such a tragedy.
I understand how you feel, but please get a hold of yourself. Two of our friends were killed. That's all the more reason why we can't just leave this alone, right?
We must do this then, for the sake of the two who have fallen.
Oh, okay. I guess I don't need to talk to everyone. Why? What else am I supposed to look at? Oh. Okay. There we go. That's how we inspect the body. It's the rope that was tied to the baton lighting on the ceiling. Ibuki hanged herself with this rope and died.
From what I can tell, it looks like a regular length of rope with no unnatural features. But despite the fact this music venue has a storage room, there shouldn't have been any rope in there. Which means, was it obtained from the supermarket? Did the killer bring it from there?
That means anybody could have obtained this rope, and it means it'd be difficult to use this as a clue.
I wonder if that's true.
Huh?
Oh, I just noticed a little something. Is it okay if I confirm it? Excuse me, Mikon? Do you have a moment?
What's happened?
There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right?
Yes, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself.
I see. So Ibuki died by hanging herself.
That was obvious the moment we discovered the body. You might not have seen it, but we all saw that she hanged herself.
You're right. Yep, I got it. So this rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place.
Jeez, as usual, I have no idea what he's up to. Ibuki had a hemp bag on her head and was hanging from her ceiling. But why did she have a hemp bag on her head? Wait, huh? That hemp bag, upon further inspection, there's a monomeat decal on the fabric. It looks like this isn't just a normal bag. Okay. Ibuki's body lay atop the stage. She's wearing the hospital gown she was wearing when she was sick. What's this on Ibuki's feet? I didn't notice when she was hanging, but the soles of her feet are dirty. It's blood, right? But there shouldn't be any external injuries on Ibuki. If that's the case, This blood belongs to someone else. Huh.
Hey, Hajime, can I talk to you for a sec? You already discovered the body before you met up with us, right?
Yeah, at first I didn't know it was Ibuki because of the hemp bag though. But I knew right away she was dead since she was hanging from that rope.
Which means Ibuki must have died before Hiyoko was tied up. That helps. There's no time of death written in the Monokuma file this time. So I wasn't really sure who died first.
It's true, their estimated time of death wasn't written in the Monokuma file this time, but I should know when Ibuki died because I personally saw it. In that video, Ibuki was climbing the stepladder on her own, so right after that... Wait, hold on. If Ibuki climbed the stepladder and died right after, does that mean she committed suicide? No, that's impossible. Because even if Ibuki committed suicide, it doesn't explain Hiyoko's death afterward. Two different deaths happen at the same time. There's no way that's a coincidence. There's a massive candle positioned near the front of the stage. The dull light in the camera video must have been coming from this candle. A candle this huge might be perfect for lighting, but they didn't need to bother using a candle. They could have just used the normal stage lighting. Okay. The stepladder is tipped over its side, on its side. This must have been the stepladder that Ibuki used in the video I saw. Ah, isn't that a bloodstain? Look, there's blood around the left side of the on the stepladder. As I recall, Ibuki didn't have any external injuries. If that's the case,
It must be Hiyoko's blood.
that's the only thing I can think of.
A bloodstain that probably belongs to Hiyoko is on the left side of the stepladder. What does it mean?
Okay. There's a black curtain hanging at the far side of the stage. This curtain, it's not wide enough. It can't reach from one edge of the stage to the other. It's not really a full-length curtain.
This curtain wasn't originally here, right? If it was, it's strange that it doesn't fit properly.
It was probably obtained from the furniture section of the supermarket. See, the back of the curtain is taped for temporary use, just like the curtain at the supermarket.
So you're saying someone took the time to actually bring that curtain from the supermarket?
If they went that far, this was probably something that the killer really needed for this crime.
Why do they need it?
Who knows?
Well, it wouldn't be a mystery if the answers came easy.
Okay. Hiyoko's body is suspended against the pillar on the side of the stage. She's wrapped against the pillar with duct tape, and she looked like she was forced to stand upright. Damn it, who did this? According to the Monokuma file, her cause of death was a slit throat. Her neck looks like it stopped bleeding, probably because of the duct tape wrapped around it. But why is Hiyoko's kimono like this? Her kimono's all disheveled. Also, her sash is tied in the front. Did the killer do this too? But when did the killer kill Hiyoko? When I first discovered Ibuki's body, I didn't see Hiyoko's body here. If that's the case, Hiyoko was killed. It must have been during the time I was getting everyone before I came back here. But that was barely 10 minutes. Is it really possible that the killer killed Hiyoko and taped her up in such a short amount of time? Even if it is possible, whoever did it would have had a narrow window of time to do so. Because the killer must be someone who doesn't have an alibi during that time, right?
Ah, Hajime, do you have a minute?
No, you're in my way.
I don't wish to be in your way at all, but there's something I really need your help with.
Help?
If you look closely, there's an unnatural shape bulging from inside Hiyoko's kimono. So I was thinking she might be hiding something.
Wait, hold on. Don't tell me you wanted me to search inside Hiyoko's kimono.
Huh? That's exactly it. Well, it would have been a problem if she were alive, but she's dead now, you know.
Don't mess with me. Are you saying there's no problem with that now that she's dead?
Fine. If you don't want to do it, I'll just have to ask someone else. Hey, Akane! Yo, what's up? Well, there's something I want you to do for me. It looks like there's something inside Hyoko's kimono, so can you feel around for that? Huh? I don't really understand, but I just gotta check Hyoko's kimono, right? Thank you, Akane. Helping each other is such a wonderful thing. Let's see.
Akane reached through the duct tape binding Hyoko as she stuck her hand inside her kimono.
Damn it, she's tied up so tight I can't really reach with my hand. Oh, wait, hold on. There's something. Is this what you were looking for?
Is this a key?
It looks different than the keys to the cottage, so this may be the key to her motel room.
The key to her motel room, huh?
If her key was so deep inside her kimono that it would be hard to remove, then it's very unlikely that the killer tampered with this evidence. Because if this is a trap, they would have put it more toward the front of her kimono so we'd notice it easier.
Which means we can conclude that this is something Hyoko had with her all along. Okay.
Also, it's not like I'm adding to that or anything, but you looked like you were curious about the condition of Hyoko's body, right, Hajime?
Of course, that's why I'm investigating.
It's true, there are several mysteries regarding her body. Well, just hear me out for a second. Out of all those mysteries, what I think is the strangest is the way they wrapped her body with that duct tape. It's almost like they were trying to hide the wound on Hyoko's neck, don't you think?
Hide the wound on her neck?
I don't really know if that was their true intention, but I guess it's a big help for our investigation. The reason for the low volume of blood is because the duct tape is acting as a compress, right? If her body was left alone after her throat was slit, the surrounding area would be a sea of blood.
A sea of blood, huh? 2 dead bodies floating in a sea of blood. That's enough to make anybody faint. Okay. Let me talk to Chiaki. With her arms crossed and a thoughtful look on her face, Chiaki was silently staring at the stage floor. Did something drop on the floor there? Nothing dropped. It's just dirty.
Dirty?
See? Take a close look at the floor. If you look closely.
You're right. There's a smudge as if something was wiped off. Wait, this isn't something. Is this a blood stain?
Well, a bloodstain isn't strange. Hyoko's neck was slashed not far from here. Rather, what's strange is, why did the killer try to hide it?
Hide it?
If they weren't trying to hide it, they wouldn't have bothered wiping it off. The reason the killer wiped out the bloodstain, as long as the body's nearby, there's no way they'd be able to conceal the crime by wiping off a bloodstain. So, what was the killer trying to hide?
Press it again.
Oh,
Yeah.
There's a control panel on the wing of the stage. It seems you can use this control panel to raise and lower the baton lighting of the ceiling. In fact, we use this to lower Ibuki's hanging body. Speaking of the lighting, the video of the music venue I saw, it had a dim candlelight ambiance to it, and it didn't look like this lighting was used at all. But why didn't they use this lighting? Was there some reason they would have, that would have inconvenienced them?
I see. So you noticed too, Fiend.
Huh? Noticed?
So you didn't notice? Are those eyes just little glass balls? Take a good look at the baton lighting above your head. Have you not noticed that aberrant item?
Look at the baton lighting. You mean that? There's something that looks like black paper stuck to the baton lighting.
So you finally noticed.
But I can't really see it from here. I should lower the baton lighting one more time and...
There is no need. Go, Mirage Golden Hawk Jumpy. Now is the time for you to take flight. Feast your eyes upon the brave souls of my 4 dark divas of destruction.
A hamster launched itself from Gundam's hand and ran up to the baton lighting on the ceiling in a flash. It started running around the stuck slip of paper in rapid circles. And then, the paper fluttered downward and was deftly caught by Gundam.
Did you see that? Behold the power of the ultimate evil eye wielder.
Wow, that is amazing. I have never seen a hamster do tricks.
They're my 4 dark divas of destruction. Hamsters are merely their temporary form.
So what's with that paper?
It seems to be some kind of thick paper, though it does not have any special spells scribed onto it. It appears it's nothing useful.
No, that's not it. There's no doubt this is some kind of clue. I mean, the fact that it was stuck in a place like that, no matter how we think about it, is too unnatural. Okay. This looks like the music venue's AC unit. That's right. You might be able to adjust the hot air in a music venue with this. Alright, I should mess around with it a little, like so. It's running as a heater, over 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I know why it's so damn hot. I better turn off the heater for now. That should cool things off for a little. Okay. I think that's everything. Staff only, let's see. There's a door that says staff only. Looks like the inside is a storage room. I might as well investigate in here too. Nagito, did you come here to investigate the storage room too?
I just wanted to confirm what you were thinking.
Is that it? Or is he trying to stand guard here?
So how about it? Did you find any clues? The tipped-over stepladder on the stage, the duct tape binding Hiyoko? That probably all came from this storage room. There might be other things from this storage room that they used for the crime.
You always pretend to give me hints, but in the end, you're just gonna be on the killer's side, right?
Oh, I'm not siding with the killer, you know? I'm just on the side of whoever acts in the name of hope. That's all there is to it. That's the main reason why this case is really special.
Huh?
But I can't say for certain, though.
What is this guy saying? As usual, he's not making any sense.
By the way, Hajime, I still don't quite understand the details of what happened. Hey, if you can explain it to me in detail, I think I'd be able to give you some more useful information.
Really? You might end up confusing us again instead. You don't want to find the truth. You just want to make us suffer.
That's not true. I'm doing this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh well. For the sake of everyone's hope, I'd gladly become the enemy, and I won't even mind when I die. That's the main reason why I can't overlook this case this time.
Huh? What does that mean?
Regardless, I guess you're not going to tell me, huh? Then it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings.
Gut feelings?
You should come by later too. I'll go there first and wait for you.
Where exactly are you talking about?
Well, obviously the movie theater.
After he said that, Nagito walked out of my sight. Movie theater? Why the sudden interest in the movie theater? You can see your whole body in this mirror. Okay. Stickers. Okay. Wait, huh? Compared to last time, it feels like there are less stickers than before. Am I overthinking this? There's carpeting, wallpaper, and paint on the shelf. It's probably used for stage decorations. This thick black paper that's folded up on the lower shelf. It looks like wallpaper. There are a lot of stickers pasted all over the front of the side of the paper, this wallpaper. And this edge of the wallpaper, it looks a little torn. But what does this mean? I guess that's everything important in the storage room. I guess I should go back to the music venue. There should still be things. What am I looking for?
Go right. That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just talk to people?
Hey, Hajime, take a look at this.
What?
Look what's in front of the door.
This is a drumstick, right? And it looks like it's broken. What happened to it?
If something like that is in front of the door, you think it might be a really big clue?
Why would this be a clue?
Remember when we came to the music venue? Everyone open and force. We gotta force our way through. Force our way through. Force our way through. Two of us, the girls, will be forced our way through. Go, go, go. Force our way through.
The door was locked when we tried to go inside, and the four of us charged into the door.
But when I examined it, I found out that this door doesn't have a lock at all.
Huh?
The door is designed to be pushed open, and this is the shape of the handle. If a stick was used to bar the door here, well, don't you think it would lock the door and keep it from opening?
You mean, you think this drumstick was used to lock the door?
The broken drumstick on the floor in front of the door should be proof of that.
Then, how was the killer able to get out?
Huh?
I mean, the music venue doesn't even have windows. This door is the only entrance. If they locked the door from the inside, the killer wouldn't be able to escape outside.
Maybe. The killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue. And they waited until we were already at the scene of the crime to join us? You know, don't they use tricks like that a lot in mystery dramas and stuff? If that's the case, there might be evidence of that around here somewhere. Alright, I'm definitely gonna find it. I won't let the killer get away with this.
The killer was still inside when we broke down the doors of the music venue, huh? Like you said, that might be possible, but I heard what you two were discussing.
Chiaki, that was a kind of cool entrance.
Yigari. Besides the broken drumstick, I've also discovered something interesting.
What is it?
Look, there's a weird glob where the right and left door to touch, see?
You're right, what is this? Looks too firm to think it's rubber.
Yeah, it doesn't look like rubber, but
As she said that, Chiaki bent down, scraped off the semi-transparent glob with her finger.
now,
Why are you putting it in your mouth?
Oh, it smells like workshop chemicals.
Workshop?
And this chewiness. I see. This thing may be a glob now, but that doesn't mean it was a glob from the start. For instance, if it was originally a liquid that hardened to this, it might be possible to apply it directly and smoothly in the gaps of the door.
What are you talking about?
Just as I thought, it tastes nasty.
Chiaki spat the glob out of her mouth and left the area.
Besides that bit about the taste, it's okay to consider this some kind of clue, right? It looks like the gel nanas from Steins Gate. Still more? I feel like I just gotta talk to people. Hey, are you okay? Are you still not feeling well?
Huh? Yeah, I don't really get it, but when I think about Nekomaru, it's like my knees start shaking. That's weird. There's no way I've got that kind of weakness. It'd probably go away if I battled a strong dude, but Nekomaru's not here.
Nekomaru will definitely come back.
You're right.
I guess talk to Mikan? If only I'd noticed sooner, Ibuki might have been saved.
Hey, when did you realize Ibuki was missing?
After leaving Nakito's room, I went to the on-call room, and that's when it came to me that I should go check on how everyone in the hospital is doing one more time before I go to sleep. And so I went to the patient's room and noticed that Ibuki was gone. So I quickly ran out of the hospital. So that's what happened.
Yeah, that's what happened.
And then I saw Fuyuhiko in front of the hospital, so I asked him if he could help me look for Ibuki. That reminds me, where were you? I thought you were resting in the lobby.
That is a long story.
I'm sorry, it's not like I doubt you or anything. There's no way I doubt you because we've been together since this morning.
You're right. We were together until you went to the on-call room.
That's right. We were together until just a little before the morning Monokuma announcement. So I don't doubt you. I'm telling the truth. Is it all right if I continue with my autopsy? If you talk to me again later, I'll tell you what I know. So please spare my life at least. What happened to not doubting me? Mikan's account. Alright. Let's go to...
Before, I need to talk to Mikan one more time.
She said she told me later.
And now she's ready.
God damn.
She's a quick worker. She's efficient.
How about it, Mikan? How quickly did you slice these bodies open? God.
2 seconds. World record.
Have you found out anything by now?
Why am I doing it?
Yeah, what the hell?
I'm
if
going
you
to
want
voice everyone from now on.
I mean, look, I don't have that much fun in voicing Mikan, I'll be real. But to tell you the truth, it's been very inconclusive. But it's not my fault. This music venue is just too hot. Because of the heat, I can't estimate the time of death.
Because of the heat. Is that possible?
If a body's overexposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine the precise time of death.
I see. That might have been the killer's goal. They covered up their time of death by using the heater to make the inside of the music venue hot. But that's weird.
Even if this heat is the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death?
I agree. As long as I saw it, it should be clear what order the murders occurred. First was Ibuki, then Hiyoko.
And as long as this is an imitation murder, there shouldn't be any mistaking the order of the murders.
Huh? Imitation murder?
Huh? You don't know, Hajime? I thought everyone already knew. It's a murder where the killer uses a creative work, like a song or a film, as an outline for their killings. It's so common in detective novels, mangas, and video games that you start to get annoyed by it.
How would an imitation murder be related to this murder?
Well, based on the killing order and the way that they were killed, it's a clear imitation of that movie.
That movie? The assumption is an imitation murder is the reason why the killer killed two people.
The goal was an imitation killer. Even so, why did they feel the need to do something like that?
Excuse me, if this was really an imitation of that movie, then is it possible that one more person might have been killed? It's certainly conceivable, if the killer wishes to complete the imitation.
Hold on a sec. What are y'all talking about? An imitation murder? One more person might have been killed?
Are you guys worried that there's gonna be another victim? Then no worries. Things will get out of hand too fast if a bunch of people could be killed at once. I'm a real cautious fella, so I prepared a perfect countermeasure. Ahem. On this killing school trip, the same blackened can only kill a maximum of 2 people.
You mean you've added another rule?
Well, if killing everyone at once is okay, the blackened will be able to secure an easy victory, right? This new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains.
If it is a maximum of 2 people, then there will not be any more killings?
Since you're here anyway, can I ask you one more thing? You know, I just want to confirm one of the class trial rules.
I see. As expected of you, you're very strict about games.
I don't want to consider this possibility at all, and I don't even want to think someone would do this. If 2 cases occur at once, what happens if there are 2 killers?
Huh?
Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Hiyoko were killed by 2 different people. That would mean that 2 killers exist at the same time, but we can only vote for one person, right?
If we can only choose one based on majority vote, the other person could certainly achieve victory.
Yeah, you're right.
So what happens in that case? What about a case where there's 3 incidents instead of 2, or 4 incidents overlap one another?
Just shut up! It's okay, I'll make extra sure something like that never happens.
Meaning 2 killers can't exist at the same time? So it's safe to say that applies to this case too, right?
Alright, fine, that's right. There's always one killer at any given time. Even if they had an accomplice, I'd have you figure out who the mastermind is. Man, I ended up giving you a huge hint. She made me say it. Game brains are not to be underestimated. I should just shut up and go back to my cave.
I see, so there's no possibility for 2 killers to exist at the same time. With this, I guess that narrows things down a little. Yep, that makes things a little easier.
Plus, if the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people, it means a 3rd victim would be impossible. Imitation murder breakthrough!
You guys keep saying that and it sounds strange to me. What do you guys mean by imitation? Could it be you haven't seen it? Seen it? Seriously, seen what? Like I said, that movie.
When we first explored this island, Monokuma was passing out invitation tickets.
Then the imitation is...
Of course, it's an imitation of that movie.
Well, Based on the murders this time, it closely resembles that movie, as if they were copying it. As if they copied the movie? I see. Nagito mentioned something about that. Ha 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 ha.
You can buy a letter with the movie theater. My best market I do.
I see. So you haven't seen it yet. Still, it's not too late, I think. It's probably a good idea if you watch that movie before the class trial starts. Looks like I need to do that. Then, I should get going too. There are other places I want to investigate.
Where do you intend to go next, Chiaki?
Probably the hospital, for sure. The first victim, Ibuki, was there. I don't know what was going on at the hospital in the first place.
Thanks to that despair disease, we could not go there for some time.
She's right. It might be good for me to investigate the hospital too. There might be some clues related to Ibuki's death. For clues related to Hiyoko's death, I should try going over to the motel. There's still a lot of things I can do before the class trial. I'll definitely give it all until the end. And I guess we'll pick this up.
I guess we'll do
next
some more
time.
investigating next time.